The Storied House, Part 2. The news that Bayaji was building a storied house spread like a cry from the rooftops. What is cry from the rooftops? Cock. It is a banging of a crow, cock, right? But where does it do? Only when it gets to the top of the roof of a house, thatched house. From there it will be shouting so that the entire village should hear. That has been brought over here. That is, Bayaji wanted to build a house, new house, two-storied one. This news spread as if the crow has croaked. Right? The news that Bayaji was building a storied house spread like a cry from the rooftops. There was only one storied house in the village, and that belonged to Kondiba Patil. Wherever this ba is used, that belongs to Brahmin caste, Kondiba Patil. He is the Brahmin and highest class, and he has that kind of a house. That's all. Right? What is the consequence you can see here? That Bayaji, an untouchable creature, should think of a rival storied house was too much for Kondiba to bear. You see, as a rival, if some Brahmin brings about a new house, storied house, it is a really itch to me. Right? If an untouchable creature builds a house as a rival house for my house, how do I feel? That was the feeling Kondiba Patil was having towards Bayaji. Others also murmured that the untouchable were forgetting their position. The untouchables, they are forgetting their position, their status, they are crossing their limits. That way, the remaining people, they could not express, but they murmur. Slowly, they started telling. Work on the foundation had started. Dattaram Vadar was given the contract of construction. The foundation trenches were filled with mud, bits of stones, and other fillings. Work progressed with speed. One day, Bayaji saw Kondiba coming towards him and greeted him. It's with your blessings that I have ventured on this storied house. One day, Kondiba was coming, and there our Bayaji greeted Kondiba and also said, what is it one? It is through your blessings I have started this venture of storied house. It is through your blessings. Very humbly he put it. But that pierced into his ears. Means he could not take the news in a real sportive manner. No, he could not. It is with your blessings I have ventured on this storied house. Baiju, you shouldn't lose your head simply because you have set aside some money. How harshly he come upon him, you see. How he came upon this fellow, poor fellow, how harshly he had came upon. Baiju, you shouldn't have lose your head simply because you have set aside some money. ఎరా 2 రూపాయలు వెనకేసుకోగానే ఏంటి బొరకెక్కిందా పొగరు? That way he questioned. Do you aspire to an equal status with us by building this house? What do you think? 2 రూపాయలు వెనకేసుకోగానే you are in the same status as we are, or what? What do you think of yourself? That way, though he is not giving any money, any help, nor Baiju asked for or just waiting for, no, he did not approach this fellow for the money, even nothing. Even then he said, what do you think of yourself? Because you have put some 2 rupees together and you wanted equalize yourself with us, or what? That way his status has been abused. The poor should remain content with their cottage. Understand? That way, even he had just threatened. The poor people should be happy with their cottage. మీ గుడిసెల్లో మీరు బతక్క మీకు ఎందుకురా మేడలు మిద్దెలు, దట్ వే క్వశ్చన్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఆర్ ఇన్ తెలుగు డైలాగ్ ఇట్ వుడ్ బి లైక్ దట్. నో పాటిల్, ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ మిస్అండర్స్టాండ్ మీ. Bayaji was a little dizzy with nervousness. With these Brahmana devatas, how can I go behind? Right? If they say no, means I'll have to no. If they say yes, then only I should go forward. And this Brahman devata said no, and I am to live with my cottage only. How can I go forward? That thought itself brought some kind of dizziness and nervousness within Bayaji. So now, how do you say that one should keep to one's position? You shouldn't let a little money turn your head. How come? How do you talk that? No. You have 2 rupees in hand, and so you are just there, sitting over there. Come down, be within your position. That way, Kondiba warned him. I only wish to build a shelter for my family. Then I shall be free to breathe my last. Bayaji answered. ఒక చిన్న ఇల్లు మొక్క వేసుకుందాం అనుకున్నాను నా ఈ ఫ్యామిలీకి, నా కుటుంబానికి. తర్వాత నేను ఎలా చచ్చిపోయినా పర్వాలేదు. దట్ వే హీ పుట్ ది డైలాగ్, హీ పుట్ ద రిక్వెస్ట్. దట్ మీన్స్ హీ సెడ్, డోంట్ బీ యాంగ్రీ విత్ మీ. I wanted a house, a shelter for my people. So what is the meaning of shelter? Kondiba says. Who says you shouldn't have a house? You can have a small house with 3 convenient portions. A veranda in the front and at the back, and a living section in the middle. Why spend unnecessarily on a storied house? Patil gave the counsel. Why are you spending money? Why are you wasting money on that? A veranda here, front, and a veranda outside, right? And a front house and a middle house. That will do, no? Why are you going for a 2-storied? You wanted a shelter, be content with a shelter. That way, Kondiba just warned once again. No, but Bayaji faltered. He could not speak further because he was already knowing the intention of Kondiba. He would never allow him to build a storied house. You may go in for a storied house only if you don't wish to stay in this house. In this village. That means, if at all you want to stay here in this village, you be content with the 3-portioned house. Don't go for a storied house. Understood? If you want to build a storied house, go elsewhere in some other village. You construct, you be there, but don't be here. That way, Kondiba had just ordered him to stop building the storied house. Why? Because this untouchable man is become a rival for him in status. Other ruffians in the village threatened Bayaji in a similar manner. Other ruffians, one of them, we know him already, we come across that man. And other people are also, who were so-called Brahmins, they threatened him for dire consequences. If at all you are going for a storied house, you cannot be here, you cannot continue. That way they have threatened. Out of fear, Bayaji had to abandon plans for the storied house. No, I cannot build a storied house. Though I had a long wish within myself to have a storied house, I cannot build it now because there is threatening from the society. So the conventional 3-portioned house was taken up. Conventional, usual, means which is designed to designed for the low caste people to live in. That is conventional. 3-portion house he has taken up. Okay, let me adjust with this only. Let me be satisfied with this alone. The middle portion was a little elevated and a small first story fixed up there with a wooden flooring. This part could be reached by stairs rising from the kitchen. No one could guess from the outside that there was a first story to the house. Bayaji had to make the best of things. Now the plan is changed. The construction house is altered. How? There will be 3 portions, okay, but the middle portion will be raised up, here a lower part and the kitchen lower part. This is region part, right? So that will be just like this. You can see here. This is region part and this is lower part and this is lower part. There is a middle platform and from the kitchen there are stairs to enter this. Means the middle room, the middle portion is made into 2 portions, that is upper part and lower part. But for the outsiders, it appears to be only 1 story. That way it has been constructed. Here, this is the first part, middle part, and this is the kitchen, this one. This part is kitchen and this part is your front part and this is the middle part and this is the elevated platform and there is staircase and this has been used as the another drawing room. That way he had planned it, but it should not appear as if it is double storied. That way he had taken every care to be within his limits. You see, he was not aggressive. He did not answer the higher class people. Why, what is that to you? I have money, I can build it, I am building it, I don't need your help. He did not ask, I don't want your counseling even, I don't want your advice. You do whatever you are. That way also he did not utter a single word, though he was having 6 sons. See, he was having 6 sons, all simple, a call is needed. If he says they can fight, but he did not do that. He did not do the threatening job. He just contented himself to be with the conventional 3-portion house. But as his wish persisted, it is there still, and so he made an elevated room here within the house itself. From outside it is a single room, single house. The house was complete and the traditional housewarming ceremony was planned. Housewarming, Gruha Pravesham, was planned. And in those days, irrespective of the caste, everybody was called in. Everybody. And the non-Brahmins are the people who are of the same caste. They take the lunch and dinner and everything from that house. And so-called high caste people, they will also come, they will also see, they will also attend the function, but they will be given pan supari. Means that is a respect, honor given to the everybody there. So that is the custom over in that state, in Maharashtra. So Buddhists do call, but the high caste people will be honored with pan and supari. Why I am telling that? What happens here you can see. So the village elders by convention could not be invited to a meal or a refreshment. So they were invited to the ceremonial pan supari. Bayaji put up a fine pandal in front of the house. His sons worked hard for 2 full days on the decorations. Relatives started arriving. Well-known devotional singers, the bhajana people, right? Kedgaonkar Bua, Parasu Bua, Kalekar Bua, Bapu, Master Jija, Jija Bua, and Vithoba of Vadagaon came with their troops. There would be many bhajan mandals, and these bhajan mandals, they are very famous, and they attend these kind of functions. Wherever the God's name has to be taken, they go there and they sing songs in praise of God, and that is called as Jagaran. Jagaran Gondal they call. In the housewarming, Jagaran Gondal is a must. They go and the full night they keep on singing songs in praise of God. And who are all these singers? Noted personalities or eminent personalities here are: one is Kedagaonkar Bua, second is Parasu Bua, Kalekar Bapu Master, Jiza Bua, and Vithoba Vadgaonkar. These all the people have gone. There in Maharashtra, one more funniest thing you can see, a customary thing. The people are known by their village name. Kedagaon is there, and the person, the Brahmin, is known as a Kedagaonkar. Right? There is a village called as Ghotan, and the fellow, the person who comes from that place is called as Ghotankar. Punekar. Right? Likewise, Srirampurkar. Srirampur, Srirampurkar. Dharmapur, Dharmpurkar. That way, with an addition of kar as a suffix, the people are known. So here you can see Kedagaonkar means he is a personality from Kedagaon. Khed means again it is a village, and a Kedgaon it is a village, after a village. Now Parasubua, Kalekar Bapu Master, Jiza Bua, Vithoba Vadgaonkar. Again, Vadgaon, it is a village nearby Pune, and there is the troupe, the singing troupe. They all have gone. For them, invitation is not necessary. They would go and they take the honor there and they sing. They all have come. The children had spent 2 days and 2 nights in decorating the pandal and everything there. People looked forward with delight to the forthcoming contest among the various troops, and there will be a contest who had sung well, who could sing well, the bhajana. People would be always thinking about it and they will be participating. ఏం పాడాడు సార్, నిజంగా భజన వింటే ఆ తందే వినాలి సార్. Right? That is, if at all we are here the Ghantasala song, we say the same thing. పాడితే ఘంటసాల వారే పాడాలి సార్, మామూలు మనం పాడలేం. That way, they are waiting for it. In the evening, 4 Petromax lights, I am very sure you have not seen this. In the evening, 4 Petromax lights were hung in the 4 corners of the pandal. It lent a unique golden yellow light to the surroundings. Guests were engrossed in conversation. Engrossed. Engaged themselves fully is engrossed. Right? They engrossed in the conversation, talking about, ఏం ఇల్లు కట్టాడండి, చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్ కట్టాడు, చాలా బాగా కట్టాడు. They are talking about this man, or his modesty they were talking, or his character they were talking. Whatsoever, people were talking about one another over there, about something or other. Right? They were engrossed in talking. And there were 4 Petromax lights. Petromax lights, there will be a tank, kerosene is filled, and pumping will be done. There is a chimney, and in that there is a mantle. A mantle గుడ్డతో ఒక what we call as a lace గుడ్డతో చేసినట్టు ఉంటుంది. Right? That burns and sticks to that, and the gas will be coming through that what we call as earthen and porous part will be there above that mantle. Through that the kerosene gas will be coming, and that gas, with the help of this mantle which is burning, it burns, the gas burns. Now there will be no flames, and flames gets extinguished, and only the gas, kerosene gas, with the help of this mantle, it burns, and there will be light all over. That is Petromax light. in every marriage or any function, whether it is religious function or social or your family function, nightfall means these petromax lights are a must in those days. Now we have generator and there is a cart with it that will be taken wherever it goes, and petromax lights have gone. There comes tube lights. Now everything is, technology is taking care of everything now. So petromax lights were hung on all the four corners. Kondiba Patil was soon there. Yes, of course, he is the head man of the village. He should be there. With him was the thug. Thug, T-H-U-G, thug, means a rascal again here. Bujaba and 4 or 5 seasoned rascals like Vithoba Gaikude and Parasu Martanda. These people felt uneasy at the sight of the brand new house. You see, an untouchable man should have a brand new house. That itself was pinching them. They could not tolerate by this news. Who are they? The thugs and these people. Means the high caste people are termed here as thugs. And 5 seasoned rascals, seasoned, they are well trained for any consequence, whatever they can do it. That's what it's called, seasoned. Rascals like Vithoba Gaikute and Parasu Martanda, these people felt uneasy at the sight of the brand new house, the impressive pandal, and the crowd of smiling faces. Certain people, they can't tolerate people being happy. కొంతమంది ఆనందంగా ఉంటే కొంతమంది చూడలేరు ఆ ఆనందాన్ని. Why? That is their nature. We cannot explain. So, their eyes rolled all over the place. Bayaji led them upstairs in the kitchen. The first floor looked like a drawing room. The walls were radiant with blue oil paint. The fresh color gave out a pleasant smell. Framed pictures of great men like Lord Buddha, Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Karmaveer Bhaurao Patil, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, and other hung on the walls. Whosoever he thought he is a great personality, he brought those pictures and those were framed and those were hung in that platform-like structure in his middle portion of the house. Because it is a bit elevated, it appears to be a drawing room. It is freshly painted with the blue color. Why blue color? Because that color representative color for these people, Buddhist people, right? And all the greatest personalities photos were hung. And this, our Kondiba Patil and Bujaba and all these people, they have come, they led by Bayaji to the upstairs and they have seen everything. Though one, this fellow has a hidden storied building in his house. That way he registered Kondiba. The loft-like first floor was filled with pious of holy ambience. Ambience, it is fragrance, a smell. The first floor with the paint, newly paint, and the what we call as the sandalwood sticks will be there, right? Those have been burned and those were giving a very good smell. And for an ordinary man, it should give a pious look and a pious appearance, a pious feeling one should get, right? Bayaji spread a rough woolen carpet for Patil and other high caste people. Patil sat quietly on that. His companions, rather uncomfortable, took their positions around him. Bayaji offered them the customary betel leaves. Patil accepted the leaves but immediately gave it back to Bayaji with the remark, "Yes, it's all very nice." You see, offering should not be returned. Okay? Maybe as a token, we may take one flower out of many flowers which we offer to God, right? And we may take a spoonful of water out of much of water which we put on the head of Lord Shiva, we may take a spoonful, that's all, but not the entire thing. That is, here Kondiba was offered pan and supari, the betel leaves and the supari, chakka, tambulam ivabadindi. And the tambulam in any cost should not be returned back. At any cost, it should not be returned. But here it has been returned. Means what? The displeasure has been expressed over there. Okay, very good. You have done a very good job. That way the pan supari was returned back. That was one of the indications that our high caste man is not pleased with the construction. But why don't you accept the betel leaves? Bayaji asked nervously. Yen Brahmana Devata, ఏంటైపోయింది, పాన్ సుపారి తీసుకోవేమి అని అడిగాడు. Bujaba smiled artificially and said, it's enough that your offerings is honored. Is it also necessary to eat it? Arey, we touched it, no? It itself is the acceptance of honor. Don't bother. We have touched it, we have taken it. Okay. But do you mean to say it has to be taken in? Right? Not necessary. We have touched it, no? It's okay. That way his high-handedness had been shown over there. I am belonging to the high caste. So my touch itself made that supari as pious. You see, as if he is feeling as if he is a god over there. We will make a move now. With this, Kondiba Patil, Bujaba and his companions rose to leave. As they came down, Bujaba felt as if he were tumbling down the stairs. Now, when they were coming down, Bujaba felt, I am tumbling down, I am falling down. Why? This fellow, right, this Harijan fellow could able to build a 2-storied house and I don't have it. Right? As if he was downtrodden, he felt. That is the indication over there. They eyed one another as if to say, this untouchable worm has got a swollen head. He needs proper handling. While they were coming down, they were exchanging their looks to each other, all these 4 thugs. And what were they conspiring within themselves is, this fellow had a headstrong and now he had to be handled properly. He had to be punished. That way they determined. Bayaji fed all his guests with a meal of shira and puris. Shira is nothing but halwa, we make it, no? That is shira. Puris we know all over it is called as puri only. Shira and puri is the highest ranked food of honor. Means if in a house shira and puri is made, means it is a great feast of that day. So shira and puris were served to all the guests. Along with the betel nuts, items of gossip rolled over their tongues, and then the session of social devotional songs began. Now they had eaten to their stomach full, and then the pan betel has been taken, and along with the pan betel they started talking something, and after all this eating, talking, pan chewing, then the devotional song session started. Among the bhajan singers, Kalekar Bapu Master has a superior voice. Kedgaonkar Bua was better at classical singing. Devotional songs were sung in praise of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar and Lord Buddha. People swayed their heads in appreciation as the program gathered momentum. Program, when it gets started, it will be with a minor thing. When it occupies a center stage, when it comes to a center stage, the speed picks up. And now the program has picked up speed and it has come to to its height. And the devotional songs about Baba Sahib Ambedkar, Bhagwan Buddha, and all these, the devotional songs are going. People swayed their heads in appreciation as the program gathered momentum. Momentum is speed, you know it. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. Bayaji was strutting about in the pandal. Bayaji was going here and there and seeing everybody is comfortable or not, all these things he was looking, and that is called as strutting. And it was morning 2 o'clock. He sat down by a guest now and then. Sometimes he was walking along and sometimes he was sitting beside one of the guests even, to inquire after his welfare. Small children, unable to resist sleep, had dropped off like bundles of rags. Women sat in the front veranda. Bayaji's children were busy preparing tea for a second round. They had put tea powder and sugar into a pot on a trenched stove and waited for the water to boil. The bhajan was in full swing. I had a dream at night and my breast was full of feeling, went the line. So now, see the situation how it has been described. The women, they were sitting in the middle hall. They were also enjoying the songs. The children, so far they were enjoying the songs, but as they could not resist, they fell asleep as and where they were sitting, just like bundle of cotton. And next, his sons, they were preparing next round of tea. Where? On the stove. On the stove means what? This kerosene one or gas stove? No. It is a trenched stove. Means gadi పొయ్య. ఒక నాలలా తవ్వుతారు, దాంట్లో కర్రలు వేసి కాలుస్తుంటారు, ఆ దాని మీదే గిన్నెలు పెట్టి వండుతూ ఉంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ట్రెంచ్డ్ స్టవ్, గాడి పొయ్య. రైట్? అండ్ this మన everybody is one way or other they engaged. That is the context he wanted to say. The group advanced from baseless devotionals like from the east came a horde of ghosts and one with 7 heads to social devotional. That is the mythological devotional songs, conventional they have completed. Now they have come to social devotional songs. Means Ramudu bhajano, Krishnudu bhajano cheyadaniki modalettaru. Right? Kalekar Bapu Master's powerful voice rose up. Take to heart the sweet advice of Bhima Raya and bow down to Buddha for the emancipation of the whole world. That is, Bhima Raya means Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. And for his praise he is singing. And Buddha, he is singing in praise of Buddha. And he is inviting everybody to their feet for the emancipation. That means for the what we call as nirvana, right? Then that was sung in full throat. I fly to the refuge of Lord Buddha. Yes, come on, and let us fly to Lord Buddha for his protection. That way he is calling. I fly to the refuge of the faith, Dhamma. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. That is the English translation here. I fly to the refuge of Lord Buddha. I fly to the refuge of the faith. I fly to the refuge of the faithful. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Right? That way it is said. The song rent in the air. Rent means it takes everything with it and it rises to its speed. That is called renting. మనం గుడ్డ పిండుతాం కదా, that is called renting. And how much pain the cloth gets. In the same manner, the whole surrounding is getting the sound of this is going round and round and round. That is called renting. And then the undreamt thing incident took place. Undreamt. Nobody dreamt it. Nobody expected it. That occurred there. What is that? Bayaji's new house had caught fire from all sides. From all sides, the new house caught fire. It had suddenly flared up. The women folk in the front veranda screamed in confusion. The guests stood up swiftly and began to pull out the women like a herd of cattle. Everybody is at the verge of saving one another, because suddenly there rose the flames from all round the house. How? Nobody has any clue, right? And everybody is in saving himself or herself. Bayaji was frantic. He ran around crying, "My house, my storied house, it is on fire. My enemy has taken revenge on me." He entered the roaring flames crying, "My house, my house." He climbed up, pulled the pictures of Buddha and Baba Sahib from the walls and hurled them down. As he was about to come down the stairs, it crumbled down in flames. People pulled up water from a nearby well to put out the dreadful fire, but it could not be easily contained. "Bayaji, jump down, quick, jump!" People shouted. Women and children were crying and screaming. Now that the staircase had collapsed, no one could go up. Scorched in the flames, Bayaji ran around like a trapped creature, howling all the time, "My house, my house." A newly constructed house, spending every pie of my life's savings. It is under fire. The man concerned, how he feels over there, that we can see here very beautifully. It has been put into our vision. First thing, he ran up to that stage, to that platform, right inside the middle house, which he elevated, that it is made of wood, right? He ran up, he pulled up the photos, framed photos of Bhagwan Buddha and Bhimrao Ambedkar and this Mahatma Jyotiba Phule and all these things. He pulled them out and he hurled them out. He was about to come down, but the staircase crumbled down. Already got fire, and it caught fire and it burned. He could not come. And he was running all over that first story, so called. And there he was, is it weeping or shouting or what? He was putting his anguish over there. Anguish, the anger. Anguish, the thing. I could not do anything to save it. That feeling. Right? Pain. It is burning in front of me. The pain. All put together is anguish. With anguish he was crying, my house on fire." That way he was shouting. People from downward, they are calling, "Arey Baba, come down, you may be burned." That way they are calling. But he did not hear anything. He is all along shouting, "My house is on fire, it is burning." And then the upper story itself came down with a crash, and along with it, Bayaji with a resounding thud. People pulled him out. Now, automatically the burning, right? The wood is burning, means it loses its contact, its bondage, and so it has fallen down. And along with it, Bayaji has also fallen with a thud sounding. People pulled him out from the burning fire or ashes. Bayaji was burnt all over. He was still wailing. Wailing, it is sorrow, sadness, shouting, anger, and there comes, the result is wailing. That is only a cry, "My house, it is burning, my house, it is burning." That is wailing. My house, Bayaji. Children encircled him and cried their hearts out, because this old man is completely burned. Seeing his dreams shattered there, he is burnt and also crying, but he is to die. And seeing that all his children there sitting around him, they are also crying. The guests were busy putting out the fire. All Bayaji's hopes had been reduced to ashes. What was the use of putting out the fire now? You see, the house is burned, it has crumbled down, it has come down, it has reduced to ashes. What is the use of putting water and dousing it? Not necessary. Bayaji was badly burnt and he was in great agony. Again, one more word, agony. Simply with the pain, if we say, it is not sufficient for the meaning. Agony, it should be felt with the heart, that much of a pain, inward and outward, external and internal. And also there is a just mix up with it. What is it one? I could not do anything for it. That means a pain, a feeling of pain coming out of a feeling that I could not do anything about it and I have seen its loss myself. That feeling is agony. So he asked for water all the time as his eyes began to roll in his head. His eldest son moved closer, gulped down the sorrow that was surging in his throat and asked, Nana, what's your last wish? You see, his last wish, it has burned in his presence. And his son asks him, what is your last wish? How ironical it is. Right? Sons, I want you to build a storied house. I have no other wish. With these words, his head collapsed like the storied house. Bayaji was quiet and the fire too had calmed down. You see, his wish is fulfilled or not? If at all it is fulfilled, is it there? No. Is the man there? No. He collapsed, the house is also collapsed. But still, he said his sons, my wish is you should build a storied house. He did not just compromised, though it is burnt, he did not compromise. That is it. He wanted a storied building. That way he said it. Bayaji's mother wept bitterly. Your father passed away without giving me a burial. At least your hand should have pushed the dust over my dead body. Bayaji, speak to me. She was mad with grief. Bayaji's wife was sobbing her heart out, crying repeatedly, who has done this evil to us? Let the house burn to cinders. Save my husband first. Save my husband first. You see, the weeping between the mother and the wife is different. The entire family was shattered by the calamity. The spirits of all the men were dampened like a cooking fire on which water was being poured. Cooking fire on which water is poured, and the sound. And all the people were making that kind of sound nearby. Now, the entire family was shattered by the calamity. Calamity, disaster. The family is shattered completely. Now father is not there, house is not there. Right? The spirits of all men were dampened like cooking fire on which water has been poured. If at all the fire increases sometimes, right, the personnel engaged in the cooking, they douse somewhat, some extent of fire with sprinkling water over there. Likewise, all the spirits which were very high, they were singing in praise of God, in praise of Bhagavan Buddha, in praise of Lord Ambedkar, Dr. Ambedkar. They were singing. All those spirits, high spirits have come down as if water was put on them. The house was burning. In the morning, the village officers and witnesses visited the place to record the facts of the accident. Bayaji's death was the result of an accident due to the Petromax flare-up, was their conclusion. What was the conclusion? Why the house They never bother for the house burning, complete burning. Then they have concluded the reason for the death of Bayaji. What is it one? A Petromax light flared up, the pendal got fire, and the entire house fire, that means burnt under fire, and Bayaji's death occurred due to that fire. That way they concluded. The house was burning before the housewarming ceremony was over, and Bayaji was in ashes in the cemetery instead of enjoying the comforts of a retired life. The house warming, it has turned into house burning, right? And along with the ashes of this house, the dead body, the burnt body was kept in the tomb. He was to take rest. He has to spend his retired life in the house, but he has been retired to the graveyard. After the funeral, people returned hanging their heads. All of them were pained and hurt to think that having come to celebrate the housewarming, they had the misfortune to attend the funeral of the host. All were sitting in a sullen mood. Sullen, it is bad, it is sorrowful, it is sad, it is silent. Put everything and mix up. That is sullen. Right? In a sullen mood, they were all sitting in the pandal. When Bayaji's eldest son came out with 3 or 4 baskets, a spade and a pickaxe and a hoe, he outlined a square with the pickaxe and began to dig. Now there itself he brought 3 or 4 baskets full of dust over there or ashes over there. He put it. That is what remained of Bayaji, and he wanted to put it. And so he came with a pickaxe and a spade to dig a hole of 6 feet length and 4 feet wide. So he started that with his pickaxe. The eldest son was digging, the second was gathering the earth with his spade, and the others were lifting it away into the baskets. The guests asked in amazement, "Children, you are in mourning. What's this you are doing? You see, your father died, your house was burned, and what are you people doing here?" That way the guests, they were astonished and they questioned these people. Then, "Our father's soul cannot rest in peace unless we do this." You see, unless we do this, my father's soul cannot reach the so-called Swargam. Right? He will not be resting at peace, his soul. But what is it that you are doing? We are starting on a house, not one with a concealed first floor, but a regular 2-storied house, replied the eldest son of Bayaji. And the 6 brothers resumed with determination the work of digging the foundation of a 2-storied house. See how difficult for the Harijan to make a 2-storied house of his own, with his own money, with his own people. He did not bother for the help of others. But even then, the restrictions, the high class, so-called high class mentality, the people, they have killed the poor man here. Why? The reason is only 2-storied building, and in that village nobody was having excepting for that Kondiba, the high class man. Right? Now, these people have determined, can anybody stop them? No, nobody can stop them. That is, if at all you are downtrodden, everybody will put his leg on your head and they go away. And you will be always called downtrodden. You should have the courage, confidence. Yes, I can do it. Then you can achieve any goal. That is what this lesson teaches. Though it is touching the social inequalities, but it teaches you how you can weigh yourself equal to others. Lastly, all the six sons engaged themselves in constructing the double-storied house for their father. And they wanted to see, they wanted to face anything, the wrath of the society, they are ready to. Right? Earlier, they were not. Why? Because they were in a habit of living in their limits. Now it is the high class, they have overthrown their limit, and so they have come out of the limit. They want to be confident, they want to be courageous, and they want to live in that this thing.